Good morning. My second video for this day. Since I missed to do yesterday's, I didn't miss it perhaps no time. Good morning again on a. Oh, where are we? Think. Blue storm day. Yes. Electric storm. Oh, gorgeous. Guided by blue night. Abundance, dream time, intuition. Oh, yes. Oh, can it be any better? Can it get any better than this? Oh, can I get a hello there? um, in the wave spell of the red earth. I tell you, some seals are just like, I am goosebumped all over, all the way to my toes. Seriously, not kidding. My toes, my arms are saying, how often do you spread me as wide as spreading us as wide as you can? My hands and fingers are saying, how often are you stretching us as wide as you can? Like, we need that. Hello, can do that more often, please. We are not attached to your body with this full range of motion just to be dangling on your side and doing anything in front of you. Right. Ah, Blue Storm, life is gorgeous. On today is Sundays. Yesterday was Saturday. On Friday night, I got a rare happening in my world. I went to see a comedy show, and it was so good. Oh my God, I laughed from beginning to end. It was so funny. It was so brilliant. It was so nice. It's definitely a medicine. We don't have a blue monkey around here. But that's just, I mean, you know, if we want to talk how to stay healthy, there ought to be a few. I think we ought to write a user manual for the human being, not a rule book. We have enough of those. No, not another one of those. A user manual, and it has to have user manual, good for human, from starting early in life, so you're used to it. Get massaged regularly, movement, dance, make music, and go see comedy shows. Totally. Laugh a lot. It's the best medicine. The best medicine. And there's something I noticed. I don't watch a lot of comedy either, but I live with someone who like lives in comedy. From the first thing he watches in the morning is comedy clips. So he's like next door, he just laughs all day long. So the difference to experiencing it live, it's like a musical experience. You can have musical experiences through your earphones or through the radio, through whatever means we're listening to recorded music. The difference to experiencing it live is can't even be put into words. The energy of all of us there together, laughing together, hearing each other laugh, breathing each other's air, sharing the energy of the person on stage, them bringing their spirit onto that stage, their courage, their love for what they do. It's just, oh, live performance. There are some people who are a little bit afraid of the AI taking over our artists' worlds because they just make great music. It does. But is there, I haven't understood this fully yet. Some of this really amazing AI generated music is surely not the AI itself that makes that music. Some human still has to be behind that, right? At some point, one notices the absence of the human uniqueness because the voices, everything is too perfect, too flawless. And if you tell the AI put a few flaws into the voice, it'll do it flawlessly. Can't win that one, I'm sure. I might be wrong there, but anyway, live performance, nothing beats it, and that is what it's meant to be. I think the recording industry. I mean, gosh, what would the world be with if we didn't have recorded music? it would be very different. But imagine with today's kind of music. I mean, imagine if all the music you ever heard was the music you made or you heard live, like it used to be. And there are still parts of the world, in the indigenous, they don't have recorded music. The music they experience is always live and probably almost always participatory, because in those contexts you don't really have one person performing for others. It's usually participatory. So, different story. Anyway, Blue Storm, I feel this one. The sun is attached in the analog position. I feel the storm immediately. And it being electric. I mean, hello. Does it get any better than this? Have I asked that already? There are a few seals, I say it repeatedly sometimes, like there's some of them that just hit me like pow. Yesterday's, the mirror is like, and like, where are you? Can't really feel it. Got nothing to do with feeling for me. This one, boom. What do you need to talk about? Just feel my body immediately. Yes, goosebumps. My body responds immediately to this electric storm. I just, wow. Whew. How do I gather all this into a coherent? I just want to move now. I'll put on loud music and feel that storm, that pulling apart of the. Why don't I know that off by heart? Who's being pulled apart? Positrons and negatrons, negative ions, positive ions. Some stay on the earth, some go up into the clouds, and then all that tension, and then the storm, and the thunder, and the rain, and the electricity. I mean, electric storm. You just gotta, you know what's so amazing? The regularity with which these seals come around, that's very amazing. It's like I can get to know these seals and tones so profoundly through my body that I know exactly the days on which I book my massages, for example, because I know the days on which my body is really, I don't want to sit there or lie there, be massaged, and be thinking all the time. Like, ain't happening. I don't want to be massaged. I mean, it's worth trying to be massaged on Eagle Day for me, or whatever. I do appreciate the experiment of everything, yes. But if I get to choose, and I do, and I'm limited to certain days, I choose storm days, moon days, hand days. That those days, like for me, really, like that's when I feel and heal. That's when stuff can loosen. Today is one of those days. So it's like, I can't wait. I can't wait. And I'm really curious. I'm massaging today as well. I'm like, oh, I want to know myself. What am I getting up to when I massage? And this energy, like, hello there. Can I get a hello there? I got to tone it down. I'm going to cool myself with a blue moon. Yes, a red moon. Water cools the fire, right? But balances it. Don't put it out. And did you know fire needs water to burn? Without water in whatever the fire burns, the thing cannot burn. I find that just so fascinating. There has to be a minimum of water. Too much water in the wood and the fire just smokes. Unpleasant, not good. In a chimney thingy, it's not a problem because it pulls the smoke up and out. But if you're sitting by a campfire, not very nice. But if it were too dry, it cannot be too dry. There's always a minimum. I don't think wood ever gets so dry that it can't burn. There's always a minimum of water left in its structure so it burns. But once the water has been burned out of the wood, there's only ashes left. There's no water in ashes. We can't burn ashes. Interesting. And yet ashes itself is also a medicine. It's a medicine for the skin. It's nourishment for the soil. It's a fertilizing, nourishing. It nourishes the earth. which in turn, I haven't learned this fully yet. Earth goes to metal and then goes to, Earth is the grandmother of water. Water is the grandmother of fire and the mother of wood. Nice. Yeah, I see that. So, anyway, here we are storming away. Electric bonding linking service. No, there's one missing. Bonding and linking is the same thing. Bonding linking service and activating. Bonding, activating, bonding service, activation. I mean, yeah, I'm totally activated. It activates the red earth. It activates something very necessary for the earth's functioning. It's the storm, the electric storm, for our navigation, for our synchronization. The storm, the storm itself represents so many things: auto generation, catalyzation. And catalyzation, the catalyst in itself is a concept really worth investigating. It's a very, 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 auto generation and catalyzation, they are very, very powerful, deep, big concepts. There's nothing small about it. And tomorrow, yellow sun, universe of fire, like hello, life itself. I mean, that's like beyond big. It's just like, what? And the sun is the analog kin today, so she's a sun rising today into the storm. The sun, it's the heat, the fire, the sun. The sun itself is also a concept of note. I mean, Jesus, what the heck? And how the sun causes the storm. The storm also stands for freedom. It's a liberator. It's a transformer, the greatest transformer. All the blue seals are transformers. We have 5 of them. So we get to understand we're guided by the night. Night also is a healer. Sleep is a transformer. It's a healer. Without sleep, you die. Sure thing. You cannot survive. First you go insane and then you die. It's not a pleasant death. Or maybe it is for the one having it. I don't know. But I wouldn't know. But it's not optional. You can go longer without food than you can go without sleep. And we heal the body by fasting. You do not heal the body by sleep fasting. I mean, there is a way to sleep too much. It's also, yeah, you can, everything is too much is no good. But the healing of sleep, and it's not just the rest, it's the importance of the dream phases. I've spoken about this before, you may know about it. If you don't, it's a little fun fact. If you deprive people of the, not of sleep, but of the dream phase in sleep, they go insane. It's extremely stressful. The system doesn't cope. Whatever sleep is, and the Western paradigm has a different explanation what it is. Materialistic science has a different explanation of what sleep is than what some other paradigm systems tell us what it is. We can choose, yellow human, free choice, free will. Pick your paradigm if you are so. I wonder what if I should call it lucky, being able to pick a paradigm, if that's luck or if that's fortunate. To me personally, it is, because I am relatively fortunate to be have been born. Maybe it's my choice into a very, very free world where I don't even have to follow the faith. I don't have to follow nobody's faith. I wasn't born into a faith. I don't have to follow anybody's belief system. I get to choose my own, and nobody takes offense. And nobody says to me, like, if you don't follow my faith, you will land in something unpleasant. I'm making fun of the system because I'm sorry. I'm just going to make fun of the system because, like, no, this is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. How can God punish us, give us free will and then punish us? It's like, that's such human thinking. No, I'm sorry. God is love, and God, everything God gives is given in love, and you get to choose, and you get to be as crazy and as God hating as you want. God isn't going to not love you for it. God is not human. Anyway, we are family. I am looking at my blooming cactus. Oh, love, 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 love. Today we are guided. We just did the mirror episode, guided by love. So I'm still a bit hanging in there. Electrified. What? Like, I wanted to make this episode short. I'm going to keep it short. So even though I'm inspired to just talk on and on and on, I'm super inspired to do a stage show. I would love to do this on stage. I mean, really. Imagine. That would be so fun. And I'd love to pull out the comedian in me. I had her once. She's not, I have her. She's not, I don't think she's strong enough to make a life of it. And I suppose one has to, or at least a period in life of it. But quite honestly, I mean, if I live 2, 3, 4, 5, 600,000 years, 10 years of that, I could easily be a comedian. That could be so fun. I would love that. I mean, just share joy, share laughter, and have the strength to withstand the shitstorm. That's the thing. That's what you gotta have. I mean, to me, I'm very, very impressed with a lot of our comedians. They just say what they say. They're like fearless. They must all be yellow warriors. I don't know. I mean, I so admire their level of fearlessness and honesty, and through the comedians, they can offend and we can laugh about it. I mean, they are often so offensive. Like, sometimes I sit there and I cringe. But like the court jester, it's a really, really important part of our humanity. It's a core part of our humanity. Without humor, we will not survive. I think we like, without art, we won't survive. We are artists. Humans are artists. And I look forward to a world in which, I mean, if we have a world where AI does a lot of our jobs that nobody really wants to do, but there's enough of it left that anybody who wants to. I mean, there are people who genuinely love being bus drivers. They just love it. It's their thing. Let them. You know what I mean? It's like, let's have a few human bus drivers left because it's really nice. You get into the bus and you say good morning and hello and chit chat. You drive in the night bus and there's nobody in the bus. And maybe you chat with the driver because this one happens to love his job. You're not talking to somebody who's sitting there thinking like, oh my God, I should be in bed right now. Who are these night crawlers? You know what I mean? It's like we're building a world in which people get to follow their passion, really. And if then someday, 10 years later, this bus driver says like, okay, I've done that for 10 years. I don't want to do it anymore. Then it's like, okay, we put an auto driver in the bus. Fine. What's your passion now? I want to be a comedian. I've practiced while I was driving bus. I was doing my comics through the microphone for my bus audience. And they love it. I have a lot of people who let the buses go because they're waiting for me. I have people who find my schedule and they're planning their trips to meet my schedule because they want to sit on the bus when I'm driving it and they want to hear the jokes I'm making. How's that? That's wonderful vision. And then we are free to make music, to make jokes, to hang out, to whatever, get wasted in whichever way that is good for us. You know, I mean, there will always be collateral, but we have a world of free will. We have to stop taking the responsibility away from people, what they're doing with the stuff on this planet. You know, like, better have some systems in place where people get to grow up and be psychologically balanced. So they don't have to abuse shit, but they get to use it and actually see what benefits it gives them. what joy, what different way of socially interacting on certain substances, what have you. You know, there's so much humans can do. We would be so glad that we don't have to sit 8 hours a day behind a till or packing shelves in a shop. And if that's what we love doing, then we get to do that. And we're going to have systems in place where we will move our bodies. We will dance, we will have fun. Comedians won't have to do their comics, their comedy shows maybe for earning money. They will do it because they love it, and we will go see it because we love it. There may be no longer any need to exchange money in the system. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. So, but let's just assume things will evolve where we want them to evolve to. And if you're listening to any of this quantum physics stuff, which tells us about the observer effect, which tells us that we are observers individually and collectively, and we are affecting the reality we observe. There's just really kind of sort of no way around that. Ancient spiritual traditions have taught us that for the longest time. So we reinvent the wheel, or we've come up with a language that is in accordance with ourselves and our times. So now it's quantum physics because the materialists also need a faith in something. I don't know. They also need the truth. So they're finding it this way. It doesn't matter. It's like it boils down to the same thing. We are creative. We are we are we are creators. We are creative, even if it's the act of observing. Now, if I'm just regurgitating, but hey, then I'm observing what others have created, or what I've created in other lives, or what I have created in others in Lakesha Lakin. We are all just one being here. We have created this world, and now we're observing it. And it's like, oh wow, look what we've done. We've got tables and chairs. Oh wow, look how sick these chairs are making us. We think it's so great. We're relaxing, chilling. Our body is resting. Our body is screaming at us, like, get out of this position. And we're not hearing it because we're so busy watching TV. We're not listening to our bodies, we're listening to the TV. And the body's like, oh my God, these guys aren't listening to us. Fuck. Stop talking, stop screaming. It ends in childhood. Your life ends in childhood. Your life ends in school, basically. That's when we start dying. Not at 35, it starts at that age. It's just that the biology has a trajectory towards reproducing. So while we die in school, excuse my maybe not so funny joke, the body still grows up because it needs to reproduce. Because we're all here building this world, thinking to ourselves, "Shit, we're dying in childhood. We're being forced in these chairs. We can't move. We have to learn off by heart all this stuff and what. But if we procreate, we get another chance. We have to keep making bodies. We have to keep making babies so that we keep this humanity going, so we can reincarnate again and again and again and change shit." And that's what we're doing. And it's great. It's just great, like to understand we are one. I mean, our cells aren't stressed out that they're dying. They're replacing themselves all of the time. Why are we stressed out about dying? We are cells in a big, big human being that replaces its own cells. My body is a cell in this, like a cell in this big being. It replaces them all of the time, but it has its own consciousness. It lives. And I'm a part of it. And I will always have a sense of consciousness of who I am. Lol. I am so curious about this journey of my life. Where is this going? Every moment is like, I'm thinking now, who am I going to be when I have lived to the length, not the age of, but the length of, please change the language. Can we spread this? How long are you? Don't ask how old are you. Ask how long have you been on the planet. Let's get that out there. Let's ask people, how long have they been on the planet? Where will I be when I've been here for 90 years? How will I be? Who will I be? When I've been here for 90 years, will I still believe that I have another 100,000 ahead of me? Or will I be like, oh my God, please, no, take me out. Where will I be? And what can I do today? What choices am I making today that have to do with me when I've been here for 90 years? And what choices have I made in the past that if I don't change them, yeah, to me, these are good questions. I did not make a video on the Cosmic Warrior 4 days ago. The end of the seed wave spell. Damn, my seed wave spell was amazing. This Cosmic Warrior asking these cosmic questions that apply to all of us. How do we manage our bodies, our life force, our longevity? How do we make it so that we decide consciously, I'm going to put this body to rest. But until that time, I will live I will live to my own full potential. That doesn't mean I can't be lesser, like I can be at the age of, I can get to at the length of 90 and be maybe more tired, maybe more worn. I can enjoy that. I can really see how that can be very pleasant. But I can still have my mental capacity, but I can be like more withdrawn, maybe more reflective of life, more in already moving toward that zone of wide focus, where I'm not individually focused on this chair, this doing, this person. What are you not taking an interest too deeply anymore, perhaps even in my grandchildren's lives. As long as they're pooping in their diapers, I can take it in interest. As soon as they start getting really like mentally savvy and what, and they're starting going into worlds that I'm not following, maybe there's a split. I'm like, okay, I love you, but I'm just here to zone out now. It's nice to see you going into the sharp focus. I just want to tell you, just be careful at school. Don't sit still. Give a teacher a hard time by not sitting still. Change school. Let them make you sit on the floor. Make them, I don't know, find a way to change the system so that that you keep listening to your bodies and what they need. But hopefully, I would have told my children already to be a different parent that is in themselves able to hear their bodies, and that is then in themselves able to have children that can feel their bodies, that can feel their whole spirit, body, mind, others, that are fully integrated. I think we can be even born fully integrated. What am I saying? I have no idea, but wouldn't that be nice? Oh, I just can see it though. I really can see it. I can't see all of what it will mean to how we will dance as humans across the galaxies, how we will affect our own DNA. We're so extremely limited. I like Cryon's analogy. He says, you are like a Boeing 747 and all you're doing is you're driving along the runway at 30 kilometers per hour and you think you're the shit. You haven't understood anything about what you're capable of. And that's just an analogy. Our DNA, when we know how to activate whatever is in there activatable, that we haven't even conceived of yet. Blue night, dream time, like the possibilities. We gotta just envision them, that we can shift our DNA into such a way that we become transparent or like bilocatable, that we can remove our body from this place and reassemble it somewhere else through the quantum mechanics. It should be so simple. You can bilocate in any other reality. But if we were to be able to do that now at this level of consciousness, like you have to have a whole setup of, you just go insane. I mean, it's not just a question of the body. It's a question of a whole lot of other stuff that we are not really, we haven't got a grasp on, at least not collectively. I don't know if there are individuals that do, but I mean, if you're an individual living in this time-space reality with that kind of grasp, I don't know that you could. maybe you could, but would you be able to relate to us? It's like, how would you relate? Like you have a different way of relating to a 3-year-old than you relate to a 30-year-old if you are 30 yourself. It's just different conversation happening there, different things that you can do together happening there. So it's like if you're on that level of consciousness, and we are over down here, I mean, we're over here in the circle of development. It's not an up or down or good or bad, but like it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna be able to understand anything. We're not gonna see you. We're not gonna hear you. We're like, no. You're not gonna realize that you are even around, probably. Then you densify yourself. Can you? And you keep quiet because you might densify yourself so we can talk to you about the things that we can talk about. And you'd be like, not much to add to that. Lol. Okay. Wat ook al. I wish us a beautiful stormy day. I wish us to storm away. Oh, be abundant in your storm power. Be like, run with yourself. Run with the wind. We've got the wind in the occult. Spirit. Be guided, driven, powered by spirit. Let it be. Let yourself free. Let yourself heal. Let your waters flow. Antipod, red moon. Just like, I don't know, stumble over this antipod relationship right now. And the sun and the analog. So earth, wind, and fire. What is my favorite song at the moment? The earth. I need to look this. Can you open me? Oh, please. Yes, you can. Okay. And we're still recording. I gotta look at Spotify. What is this title of this song? Dismiss. Can I still find it? The earth, the wind, and the... Spotify doesn't remember across... It doesn't matter. I have to look at the... I can't. The earth, the wind, the sun, the I will love you for the earth at my feet. I will love you for the sun in the sky. I will love you for the falling rain. The earth, the sun, and the rain. It's a beautiful song. Very 80s, I think. Or is it 90s already? 90s, I think. Or bridging. Anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope to be back tomorrow. Oh.